So everyone, the US is finally going to return to the moon after 50 long years. More than 50 years after the last Apollo mission, the United States will try to once again to land a craft on the moon on January 25th. They're going to launch it on December 24th, but it's going to take that long to actually land it properly, I guess, and it's only going to cost half the amount. So, first of all, let's have a look at the lander named Peregrine. There we are. That's what they have to land on the moon, everyone. Doesn't that look reliable? And they're going to get it up there as well. On a plasma ball. Because if we all believe in Jesus, that's our light in the sky. It's not reflected off the sun or anything of the sort. It's plasma like the sun. That's why it has its own light, as in the Book of Enoch. So on to the next one. U.S. moon landing pictures are fake. At least this is what AI says. Haha, some American AI says the U.S. moon landing was fake, and there's nothing wrong with the Chinese lunar rover photo. Nothing at all. Let's see what Putin has to say about this.
То есть почти все объекты на этом фото ей кажутся не настоящими. В то же время вот фотография китайского лунохода у нее особенных вопросов не вызывает.
А это то, что кажется не настоящим?
Да, да, вот то, что красное.
Почему-то сетка гугловская, не наша. Так, чтобы не было предвзятости. Удивительно, но там точно вот она смотрит по очень много параметров, в том числе там падение светотеней и так далее, и показывает, что инкорпорирована фотография.
Yes, very interesting indeed. So on to the next story, everyone, that Brother Wayne so kindly sent. And I think this is just ridiculous and quite sad as far as divorce is concerned.
I just can't believe that my wife is serving me with a protection for what?
For protection from abuse. This is for you. This is your copy. Yep.
What does that mean?
What's that?
A protection from abuse.
There was something going on between you two
Yes.
that she didn't like, all right? So she filed a protection from abuse order against you.
Protective order carries criminal consequences. Accordingly, that makes it a pretty heavy tool in negotiating divorce. If it goes through my office, it's a lot harder to use it in negotiating a settlement to your divorce. So I would encourage you very strongly, if you have one of those cases, to do the protective order as part of your case. It gives you more leverage in negotiating settlement. If you're like, well, that's great, I don't know what a protective order looks like, shoot us a message, we'll send you forms. So we are willing to help, we're willing to kind of walk you through the process, but our attitude is if you can do holistic representation for your client, it's better for the client, it's better outcomes in terms of...
Moving forward with the stories or news of the day. So Pope Francis says evil fossil fuels must be outlawed. Stop driving gas-powered cars. Francis has declared that fossil fuels are evil and calls on Christians to stop using gas-powered vehicles as a matter of urgency. The pontiff called on world leaders to outlaw fossil fuels during his speech at COP28 conference in Dubai. However, he was too ill at the time to give it in person, so Cardinal Pietro Parolin, the Vatican Secretary of State, delivered the speech on his behalf. So in other words, get an electric car, and when the grid goes down, see how that works out for you. There's always a vast amount of news every day, everyone, but I am just focusing on a few things that are just of the clown world we're in. Please believe me, I have a lot more news to cover, but for now...
That's all, folks.